In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Dear viewers, there is a sacred phrase that, if recited daily after the Fajr prayer, becomes a means of protection from the torment and constriction of the grave, a shield from hellfire, a source of forgiveness for one's parents, and a safeguard against calamities for one's children. Today, we will learn about this blessed declaration that should be recited every morning after Fajr. Through it, one attains deliverance from hell, ease in the grave, forgiveness for parents, and protection for offspring. In this important discussion, we will explain its virtues in the light of Islamic teachings, verses of the Qur'an, and authentic Hadith, so that you may fully understand its value and make it a permanent part of your life. First, we must recognize the greatness of the time in which this practice is performed, the time immediately after Fajr. This is a moment especially regarded for the descent of blessings and mercy. Fajr is not only a time of worship, but also a time when destinies are shaped. It is when angels distribute sustenance and well-being by the command of Allah. Every second of this time is precious. The one who remains awake and remembers his Lord becomes the recipient of prayers from all creation. It is the hour when birds leave their nests glorifying Allah, and the universe seems immersed in a spiritual harmony. To sleep through this time is to deprive oneself of the goodness of the entire day. Allah mentions in the Qur'an that the recitation at Fajr is witnessed, meaning the angels are present and participate in it. Moreover, authentic narrations tell us that in the last portion of the night, Allah descends to the lowest heaven and calls out, "Who is there to ask me so that I may grant him? Who seeks my forgiveness so that I may forgive him?" Imagine Allah Himself calling His servants toward mercy and acceptance. Those fortunate enough to rise at that hour, perform prayer, and engage in remembrance become deserving of Allah's special mercy. Reciting this blessed phrase brings peace and tranquility into the home, removes anxiety from the heart, strengthens faith, and protects against the whispers of Satan. Though it takes only a few moments, its effects are visible in both this world and the hereafter. It affirms the oneness of Allah, purifies the heart from all forms of shirk, increases sustenance, improves health, and brings ease in affairs. It transforms laziness into alertness and serves as spiritual nourishment for the soul. Through it, love grows within families, relationships become sweeter, and difficulties turn into ease. The remembrance of Allah fills one's surroundings with spiritual fragrance and brings positivity into one's thoughts. When the tongue is moistened with this declaration in the luminous time of Fajr, a special radiance and dignity appear on the face, qualities unique to those who remember Allah frequently. This practice also becomes a means of forgiveness for parents. After their passing, their deeds come to an end except for three: ongoing charity, beneficial knowledge, and a righteous child who prays for them. When a son or daughter engages in remembrance of Allah, the reward reaches their parents as well. Your good deeds illuminate their graves, elevate their ranks, and bring comfort to their souls. The more you remember Allah, the more coolness and peace their souls experience. This blessed phrase becomes a supplication presented before Allah for their forgiveness, and by His mercy He pardons their shortcomings. Another virtue is protection for one's children. Life is filled with trials, accidents, and illnesses, and no parent wishes harm for their beloved children. The strongest protection is a firm connection with Allah. When parents occupy themselves with His remembrance morning and evening, Allah places their families under His protection. Your devotion draws a divine shield around your children, safeguarding them from harm, illness, and moral decline. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that whoever prays Fajr in congregation then remains remembering Allah until sunrise and performs 2 rakahs of Ishraq prayer, receives the reward of a complete Hajj and Umrah. Such immense rewards are for those who value this blessed time. Fajr prayer is heavy upon the hypocrites, yet those who observe it consistently are given glad tidings of complete light on the day of judgment, a light that will help them cross the bridge when darkness surrounds all. Therefore, make this blessed remembrance part of your daily routine. Through it, you will find protection in this world, success in the hereafter, forgiveness for your parents, safety for your children, and nearness to Allah. Children who see their parents engaged in the remembrance of Allah naturally develop the seeds of righteousness in their hearts and are protected from straying onto harmful paths. Regarding deliverance from the hardship of the grave, the Prophet sometimes said that he had not seen any place more frightening than the grave. It is either a garden from the gardens of paradise or a pit from the pits of hell. A believer finds ease in the grave because of righteous deeds, and this specific blessed phrase will be counted among those good deeds. God willing, it will become a source of comfort and light in the grave. When a person enters the grave, this deed will appear before him in the form of a noble companion and defend him, proclaiming that this servant used to glorify Allah at Fajr. So no hardship should be placed upon him. Protection from hellfire is the greatest blessing. Hell is the place where sinners will be punished for their evil actions, and the descriptions given in the Qur'an and Hadith are enough to shake the heart. Its fire, fueled by people and stones, is described as 70 times hotter than the fire of this world. The only way to be saved from such a terrifying end is through the mercy of Allah, and this blessed declaration recited after Fajr is among the most effective means of seeking refuge from the fire. The time of Fajr is a moment when destinies are shaped and sustenance is distributed. It is mentioned in Hadith that provision is apportioned after Fajr, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, prayed, "O Allah, bless my nation," in the early morning. Those who remain awake at that hour present themselves before Allah at the time when sustenance is decreed. He even advised his daughter, Hazrat Fatima, may Allah be pleased with her, to rise early, for that is when provision is distributed. Blessing is the hidden quality that increases even a small amount of wealth, and through the barakah of this remembrance, income can increase and financial worries may be relieved. A home in which Allah is remembered becomes a center of blessings, and Satan flees from it. Sustenance does not mean wealth alone. Peace of mind, good health, and righteous children are also among the finest forms of provision. Financial hardship and debt are among the greatest concerns of our time. But when you regularly recite this blessed phrase, you entrust your matters to Allah, and He creates unseen means for your relief. The noble companions believed that Fajr was a special time for the acceptance of supplications. The obedience of children is also connected to the actions of parents. When parents rise early and engage in remembrance, a spiritual atmosphere fills the home and children naturally incline toward goodness. Through the blessings of this declaration, Allah softens the hearts of your children. Remember, true success lies in awakening from heedlessness. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that when a person sleeps, Satan ties 3 knots at the back of his head, but with the remembrance of Allah, those knots are untied, and the person begins the day energetic and content. The remembrance of Allah is a weapon against every evil force, and the strongest fortress for a believer. The blessed phrase to be recited 10 times after Fajr is La ilaha illallahu wadahu, lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu, yuhi wa yumitu wa huwa ala kulli shayin qadir. Meaning, there is no deity worthy of worship except Allah alone. He has no partner. To him belongs the kingdom and all praise. He gives life and causes death, and he has power over all things. May Allah grant us the ability to act upon it. Try from today to make this declaration part of your Fajr prayer and illuminate your worldly life, and hereafter through Allah's grace. Recite it with firm conviction that your Lord has power over everything and can resolve every difficulty. It is a trade that never incurs loss. Every breath earns heaps of reward. Train your tongue to remain accustomed to this remembrance so that at the time of death, these very words become the means of your salvation. May Allah grant us the ability to practice it. Ameen.